Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as our encyclopedia in our head is talking to us. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place short isn't it? Yeah, I thought it wouldn't be. Do I even have one home, I mean? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Up on Marvel Hill. Let's say. Why did you say that? I don't know, because the other ones were questions. These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna ask it out loud. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel Hill? No, he thinks for a moment. But isn't that an expression, not a place? An expression? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to. That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money, says our encyclopedia. It does not, you smartass. Could I trace my way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building? Look, we got a new thought. Wait a minute, we haven't had thoughts before. That's a thing. You can try, says our encyclopedia. Run some addresses in your head. When you get the time, maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Yes, we have a lot of things. So can I talk to you? And apologize?
Sweetie, I see you met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant. Lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie? Well, I'm Sweetie. What do you mean? Does that mean you like me? No, I don't think so. Let's ask who's Sweetie. I don't understand why I would ask it that way, but I also don't want to be weird.
Why? You are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me. Oh, that goes somewhere.
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin.
That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering.
Love can be cruel, sweetie. Love can be cruel.
Her expression turns serious when she says that.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. What do you mean, the motley crew? Our motley crew? The band? Hire her on the spot. I think motley crew, this might be an expression. I know motley crew is an expression to say, you know, the sort of, it's a motley crew. Motley means, patchwork. Not patchwork, but it's like a pattern. And crew just means crew. Huh. You seem to be in a chair. No crap. No crap. That's an answer, or that's a question that I could ask. I'd like to ask how she avoided death, because I was propelled towards her with the back of my head. Well, I do have a fluffy hair right there, or fluffy hairstyle. So yeah, maybe it was just unreliable narrator in the graphics of the game. Are all the options here regarding the fact that she is in a wheelchair? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Let's not admit to that. Let's try and keep up the work. Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me. Let's go with that. Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? Yeah, what was that? No, actually, I'm not gonna ask. I mean, yes, what was that is what I ask as the player, but not as the character. The cafeteria manager is a bad man, a man without honor and compassion. What do you mean? She asks. He was tormenting me with outrageous demands for money. He's just on edge because of the lynching. Wait, lynching? That's what happened to the man? I say it's man. It is a man that's in the... Oh, it's a body, right. That's what happened to the body outside? Well, I don't know if it's a man or not, but we'll see. Don't judge him too harshly, she says. Anyway, I'm glad you weren't injured. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I gotta get going. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Okay. You know, I could think of her as a red herring over here. Not red herring, the opposite of that. The least colorful and least assuming herring in the world. Fish. Find booze and drink it. No. Inspect victim's body. Yes, I will. So we don't know if the gender over here. And we never did, I just assumed. Report your badge missing. No! Do I need to? I know I do, because I admitted to that. Okay. Who made the call reporting the crime? Yeah, I need to use the microwave thingy. Shortwave, either way. It's micro, it's short, it's all tiny. And pay for damages. Don't have money. I don't have any money on me. I assume it's gonna show up over here. There's no, like, dedicated place for it. So let's go upstairs. I want to go upstairs again. And apparently we can run. Did you see? I'm not really sure how that worked, but we can. And I want to knock on... I don't know her name. But she's also not a colleague. What's the word? Somebody who's in the same hostel as we are. The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. This man is not used to that? I mean, I guess he has an ex. Did we learn what the ex was? Either way, whatever ex it is, well, unless it's like an ex-son or something like that, it's still like company and doing things with him. So now my immediate thought here is that my immediate thought is that there might be something wrong in there. I don't think there is, but and also I don't have any reason to believe there is. But for the shower to be turned on right as I bang on the door, that could be somebody in there that has killed her or kidnapped her or something. Or at least is in there and turns on the shower to sort of serve as cover. Although the shower could have been on already before I arrived to serve as cover already. So, you know, just sort of muffled the sounds. It's also really interesting. I find it really... It's a perk. It's a sort of a good thing of the writing, the way, just in every occasion, but specifically in regards to sort of the impulsive sexuality aspect of my character here. The undertones are all there, evidently, but the way it's portrayed as sort of impulsive and sort of what's the word? Sort of unbid. You know, it's unbidden. It comes unbidden, the sort of impulses that he has, and even the face before and all that sort of stuff. If the game keeps up that way, that's going to be really interesting. And also trying to discover what kind of man he is, because I'm not sure I have a lot of control in the sort of setup that we have with this character, but I do have control over the options, which is a good thing to do. It's a really interesting thing, because not only are you discovering everybody else's characters, you're also discovering your character, which is really cool. But this thing over tremendous loneliness, I think it might be... It's interesting because it's not portrayed as, oh, I want to be with her right now and do the fuck that I said before. It's portrayed as loneliness, which is sort of more of a nuanced take on the raw feeling that you need to express anyway, with however you want to express it. But that's one take on it, which is an interesting way. I wonder if you had a different skill, you had a different line. I would think you wouldn't. So this is just the way it's written. My character can say out loud, "I'm so alone." And that's the lamest thing to do. Come up here, knock on the door, hear a shower turning on, and saying out loud next to Kim. I still need to confirm that his name is Kim. "I'm so alone." No, I mean, the other ones are also very, very lame. Let's say that. I can swallow the emotion. Ooh. I wonder what that means. Let's go with "I'm so alone." The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. I think this might have happened before Kim was with me. I'm gonna knock again, see what happens. Still no answer. Okay, I'm gonna knock again much harder, and if I don't know what's gonna happen, I'm gonna do it again. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. Huh. Well, I guess there's no... Yeah, he wouldn't like where this is going, but maybe we don't need to go where this is going. Let's try the handle, because if it is open... Well, I wouldn't... We didn't see anybody come up here. If it is open, I'm not going to enter. The door can only be opened with a key from the inside. Okay. Okay, we can't do anything. That's okay. I think she acted in a way that makes me think that she's well used to people like what I imagine my character is. So I don't think she's gonna be very upset that I knocked on her door. Although that's one way of reacting. What is that back there? Okay. Let's have a chat here with you. Kim, yes. Yes, so tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Yeah, literally anything about it. I can... Oh, let's not say that. Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. White male in his 40s. Oh, we know that already. Do we know that? Oh, that's a good opportunity. Wait. That is weird that I'm saying that, but it is... did we know that? He didn't say that. He only says the security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute, so it's all connected with, I assume, the union. Let's say that. I'm relieved that you agree, he says, then pauses. He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular. Oh yeah, there's a lot of appreciation to be had in the less than spectacular, especially if it's not autorial. Because if it is autorial, then it's not as much to appreciate. There's still some. Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say something. Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason. Huh, I know exactly what you mean. The lieutenant nods. It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid. Yes, you are. I mean, we're not. I know what you mean. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. Oh, what do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. That's good, he says. Retrograde amnesia. I don't know what that means. I don't. Is that just normal run-of-the-mill amnesia? Tell me about it. Oh, tell me. No, not tell me about it as in, yeah. Tell me about the pissing competition. New task, the pissing competition. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we have inspected the victim. Sure, let's go it. Let's do it. Yeah, it's fine. So let's go. Oh, wait. Good. The lieutenant nods. Oh, we're right, because this is the previous part of the dialogue tree. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Well, we'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. All right. For the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses, I'm gonna state matter-of-factly, and wait for his response. That is correct, he says. A legendary failure of physique. That's fine. Actually, physical instruments. My physical instrument has failed legendarily. That's just how it is. You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone. Oh yeah, it's about the instrument, I guess. Oh, lovely. Let's see, that's correct. Why would I put him down? Glasses are cool, I guess. Yeah, you know what? No, I don't. I don't guess that. Yeah, let's go with that. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. And another medium failure here. Now for perception. Oh, these are not dice rolls, though. These are actual skill checks. Good, good, good. I love it. You could use a good normal pair yourself. Yeah, I figured. Everybody, but especially if you've been drinking a lot during your life, everybody at one point or another needs glasses. Say I, who have been wearing glasses since I was 6 and have considered them a tremendous burden and awful. I hate them forever. You don't look like other people around here. Oh, yeah. Is this a reference to... at least I'm not asking where he's from, so I suppose that's good instincts there. That's because... Oh, by the way, I checked, and... no, I didn't check, actually. I remember, before I read this line, I remember saying that this was in the... off the coast of Mexico, in the Bermudas, whatever, I don't know the name of those islands, all the islands over there where Cuba and Puerto Rico and all that sort of stuff is. That's my guess. However, they did reference Nigeria, and Nigeria, of course, it's in Africa, in the sort of little alcove. I don't know actually what the name of that is. Huh. Still, Nigeria is there. Which makes me think this might be one of the islands that's off the coast of the west coast of Africa. But I don't know the name. I thought I knew the names, all the names of those islands, because I sort of studied them in school. But I'm sure there's one or two that I forgot, or maybe it just has a different name in English or something. Anyway, he says, that's because I'm half Seolite. That's from Seoul. That would be... Is that Seoul? Wouldn't that be a U there? Or a quarter, he says. My father's father was from Seoul. Yes, it is, right there. So was my grandmother. But from my mother's side, he shakes his head, it's not an interesting topic. And if I'm not mistaken, Seoul is the capital of South Korea. I believe. I could be mistaking it for Vietnam. For the capital of Vietnam, though. No, I believe it's South Korea. Yeah, it is South Korea. I'm thinking of a mnemonic device that I have for a completely different thing altogether. What is Seoul? Okay, then let's not ask that. I don't speak a word of Seolite. Oh, it's an actual language? That's so interesting. And I've never met either one of my grandparents. There is nothing ethnic I can tell you or anyone else. Also, it would be really weird for me to ask you don't look like other people around here if this is actually in Seoul, because we don't know where we are. It's like, what do you mean? You don't look like people around here. He'd go. Because I have only met 4 people so far. 5. No, 4. Yeah, 4 people. 1, 2, 5. Sorry. 4 people. I'm counting myself. I was forgetting about the bartender, though. And I was still counting myself. Tell me a secret about yourself. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow, which is a remarkable feat. That alone, we just clap for hours and look at that and just, whoa. How are you narrowing a single, never mind the single bit, eyebrows in the first place? Well, I guess people do furrow their eyebrows, but that's a different thing, though, isn't it? You can't literally furrow your eyebrows. It's sort of an expression. You don't narrow your eyebrows, though. That's not an expression. He says no. Okay. Do you ever talk with yourself? Just asking. What do you mean? He asks. You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about, he says. The lieutenant's conceptualization skill must be rather rudimentary. That's an interesting take on it. Oh my god, look at that picture. I love it. The art direction in this game is just my favorite. It's not my favorite of all time, but it's definitely very unique, and I love it. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. And yeah, it's interesting that they don't use quotation marks reliably or consistently. Because they sometimes use quotation marks, and a lot of other times they use the little asterisks, which is usually usually used, but not obligatorily used to denote something said in a loud voice rather than quoting something, which is what the quotation marks are for. They, of course, can be used to quote a common saying and denote sarcasm or at least disagreement with the usage of the word. You can say, like, oh, this is like old school, and you're like, no, that's not the term I would use, the esprit de corps would say. Anyway, his concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case, says conceptualization. I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. I'm gonna nod respectfully. I think he's gonna appreciate that. So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversation with himself takes place. Or conversation, yeah. We all have our different mediums. His is written, says our conceptualization. Yeah, that's all for now. You seem to be no, let's leave. Let's not say you seem to be following me, because of course he is. So we're good here. We're probably gonna need to go outside through there. The door is opened. I am still trying to go to the kitchen, but let's look at our thoughts over here. Wow, what? Wow, what a heck? Look at all the things. Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? Okay. I can't see them. This is the only one. And I can internalize? Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. I think southwest is all one word. You don't hyphenize it. Fall over, get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of the year, caked with ice. Walk down Main Street, I assume, to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Okay, so I can internalize. It doesn't look like I can. Let's save just in case I actually internalize it. Oh. Well, I'm gonna do it. I don't really understand what it's doing, but we can internalize it and try to find a solution here. Temporary research bonus. Factual memory for encyclopedia. As you're doing this, you get a research bonus. That's an interesting take. And then we have more options over here. Huh. So if you need to be able to use this at certain points. That's really interesting. I don't want to min-max though, but it is possible to use, to save the thoughts until later, so you can use them as a bonus. And the pissing competition, apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask him about this after the initial inspection. Absolutely, I will. And also JNR, that would be the journal most likely. Let's go outside. I mean, I say let's go outside. I don't think we can. Double click seems to make people run. Oh yeah, there it is. They didn't really give me very straightforward orders. Or not orders, directions rather. Are we on a oil rig or something? Because this looks... Actually, it looks like it's overhanging the ocean. I don't know what to say. Oh. Look at that car. Okay. I think this is not the 20th century. Not that my character would know what the 20th century is, because he doesn't remember anything. I don't know even what the soundtrack is all about right now. Let's see what this is. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. I mean, could be something else. Oh no, wait, there's something going on in here. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Or the sewage just collapsed. Sewers, I mean. You're the angriest man I know, René. Says that guy over there. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone. You mean he's gonna go away? I don't want him to go away. Oh, it's the double click is reliable. This post-Laventuria mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito, which is not... It's a graffiti. Graffito is the singular version of graffiti. and you would need to say with a graffiti, and saying it heavily vandalized sort of implies that it's an ugly graffiti. When I say a graffiti, I don't mean a graffiti. A graffiti. Anyway, a closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Good mail. Fuck you, delivery box. What? You know what? Let's leave it. Let's not mess with the mail delivery box. I don't need that sort of trouble in my life. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. What is this? Rue de Saint Ghislaine. Ghislaine? I don't actually know how the GH is read in French. It's a street, basically. Rue means street. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in East Delta Commerce Center. And there's an empty card over here. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it. Or so you think, anyway. This button looks new, says Kim. It's probably not connected yet. He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. That's not how doorbells work. Kim, you don't know anything. So, I don't know if I'm ringing on them, but we have a lot of things over here. Main Hall Building A, Andro Orlando Hair SCA, Artmeteps. Is that like Russian, maybe? I don't think so. Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym, 24-hour window, Emma's Fashion Atelier. The rest has been burned off over here at Fabrin's Taxi. Let's ring on that. Looks like someone has melted off the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. So I am ringing on these. Sleepstream SCA. Oh no. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. Hello? Is anyone there? Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electrics. This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static. Have you come to place an order? She sounds almost antique, as if her voice has been played off an old wax cylinder. Which I would know the sound of? Wax cylinders, that's older, that's the first medium of analog audio. That's older than vinyl, and also they sound like vinyl. Either way, her receiver must not be working properly. Wait, that's a good point. Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. My God, the lieutenant exchanges a look with you. Sorry? It's you. My God, I don't think I would hear your voice again. No, something is wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you? Do we know each other? Michelle? Yeah, that's the male version of Michelle. Because Michelle can a male and female name. Because the L-E at the end. Anyway, just please, she stops and you can hear her breathe heavily. Her breath distorted by ancient static. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. She sounds like she's shaking. I thought you didn't care. Hold on, tell me what's going on. What did I do? Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. That's her talking, not me. A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. It's so nice, she says. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Forget about what? She sounds like she's about to cry. Oh God, please don't cry. She doesn't answer. You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting? Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. Ooh, that could be a nice character trait. Wallowing in our misery. Yeah, let's go with that. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box. It must have been some kind of faulty wiring, says Kim. We should maybe stop playing with doorbells. With this doorbell, it looks ancient. Alright, it's a goodbye then. You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. That's also not how doorbells work. This is a fantastical world of amazing science fiction things. 12 name cards on the call box read the following. +1 wax cylinder. You know what? I'm gonna leave for right now, but I'm gonna try that again next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.